Welcome to you, my name's Dale and this is DaylesAddiction. I forgot my jewellery, let me start again. Welcome to you, my name's Dale and this is DaylesAddiction. Today I want to share with you my opinions on my rattan raffia summer bag collection. What I use them for, which ones I love using and why, which ones are a little bit more difficult to use and why, and suggesting some that are new to market that you might be interested in having a look at if my quick reviews, I suppose, my hits and misses, my advice resonates with you. So let's get started. I'll start with the first one that I bought in my collection, and I have quite a few different ones, so bear with me, there'll be one for you, I'm sure of it. It's the Gucci glazed wicker Linea Cestino bag. Now, I believe that this bag was released around about 2020, 2019. I saw it on Mel in Melbourne's channel. She bought hers in Hawaii, I believe, on holiday. Not unusual for Mel. She goes to Hawaii and gets lots of bags. And this one, I just was like, what? I need that bag. And then soon enough, probably, I reckon, maybe like 6 to 8 months after I saw it on her channel, I saw one advertised on a pre-loved website called the Purse Affair for like $1,500, and I snapped it straight up because I believe the recommended retail was about $2,800. Now, what do I love about this bag? Well, first of all, it is glazed, and so it has a sense of hardiness in terms of weather and exposure to liquids and those sorts of things. The hardware on this one is pretty, it's shiny, but it's not too much. It wasn't, at the time the big GG belts were out and they were more that kind of vintage brush gold hardware or silver. I think that this nice shiny one kind of dresses this bag up. The bag itself is pretty structured on the side, you can see, so you can use it as a clutch with the chain. Let me put this camera down and step back. You can use it as a clutch with the chain tucked in, or just carry it like so. You have a shoulder strap that you can tuck in. Now, having a detachable shoulder strap, I think, for a summer bag is ideal, because then if you're traveling with it, you're able to wear it crossbody through the day when you're out sightseeing, and then you can wear it as a clutch in the evening. I'll just put some mod shots over here so that you can see what it looks like. The tricky thing about traveling with such a structured bag like this, which is where I'll come on to my next one, is that it's very much built on a metal frame, and so if you crush this, if you don't pack it correctly, you're going to find that you have damage to it. Now, so far mine is worn pretty well, but you can see some parts where it's starting to lift off the frame there, and that's because it's been worn a lot. Not in the last couple of seasons, because I've really been playing with a lot of the other raffia summer bags that I've been buying, but in any case, I think buying something that you can use from day to night is really ideal, and something that you don't have to worry too much about in the weather. Obviously, you want to dry this off as soon as it gets wet, but if a drink or something gets spilled around this bag, I think that you could easily just wipe it off and continue on and have a great time. So that brings me to the bag that I purchased last year just before I went to Europe on holiday. No European holidays for me at the moment. Well, not for summer anyway, but yeah, if you haven't seen my video announcing my life update, you might see some news there. In any case, I picked up this vintage Fendi Raffia Baguette just before I left last year. It has a marble buckle, it has like a very shiny kind of vintage leather, because it is vintage, you know, thing that the buckle attaches to, and a slightly adjustable strap that is removable. So again, you can wear this one as a clutch, you can wear it handheld, you can wear it in the crook of your arm, and you can wear it over your shoulder like that. This bag has great capacity, not one that I would like to see get wet or have drinks spilt on it, but in terms of taking you from like a day explorer bag over the shoulder, what have you, you can be hands-free and do a bit of shopping, to the evenings where you might like to clutch it or carry it handheld. It really is quite a little beauty, and these ones you can find. Now, they are hard to find in beautiful pristine condition like this one, but you can find them and they're pretty affordable compared to some of the newer pieces that are out and about. So if you want something a little bit different and a little bit useful, think of something soft. For travel, packs so easily, so it's a really safe bet to take with you if you want something particularly for a summer holiday, because it's squishy and it lays flat but it has great capacity. Then you have bags that are a bit more occasion bags, like this Fendi First in Raffia. Now hint hint, I believe that Fendi are going to re-release this exact same kind of, it looks more like a macrame crocheted kind of style than it does like a woven raffia, with this exact same beige. Last year they released it in like a brown colour and it was a bit warm, I think. This one, I loved it as soon as I saw it. You can just see the detail of how it is woven in here up to the clasp. If you're not familiar with the Fendi First, it's a clutch that you can grab, you can, you know, clutch it under your arm. It also comes with a shoulder strap that you can crossbody if you are on the petite side, but you can also replace this. And the way that you attach that strap is by swinging out these little eyelets that are contained inside of the bag. Now, in terms of carrying capacity, this is the small Fendi First, I believe. It carries everything that you need. In terms of packing them for a holiday, a little bit tricky. They do come with a protected like foam cover for the hardware so that it doesn't end up getting scratched or damaged. The other thing that you can do with them is buy additional chains, such as the O-lock chain, and really dress them up as a little shoulder bag for evening. So Fendi sell these O-lock chains. They don't seem to look branded to the naked eye, but they do really dress up the Fendi First. And if you tend to pack on the more, let's just say, let's be safe side, so you've got lots of options, then being able to pack this bag safely in your carry-on, if you can do that, it's perfect. And again, I'll lower the camera. You can carry it over your shoulder like that with this gold chain, and it just looks really smart. So keep an eye out for Fendi's summer capsule collection. Comes out every year, typically end of May, early June, and they will have some beautiful pieces in the Fendi First, the Baguette and the peekaboo. In fact, they already have some raffia leather interlace peekaboos. I looked very closely at this blue one in the medium that I'll pop on the screen here. I love the way it fell open in the smile, but ultimately it was too angular for me. The fact that the design is quite angular, the shape of the bag is quite angular, and the size, it just didn't work. Even when I buy angular bags, let's go back to the Fendi First, I still like them to have round kind of woven patterns in them. It's just something I've learned as to when I was trying to articulate to my sales associate why I no longer liked the blue one. So that's just me, but you might be totally different and really like those angles, in which case check those bags out. It did come in like a nice neutral colour, I think like a coral red, the blue, and then like a darker neutral as well. Now, I mean, there's no secret that Fendi and I get along super well because their bags really appeal to my aesthetic, especially in the summertime. And if you want something even more fun, you could go with a nano baguette. A nano baguette with a pico baguette attached. These are both raffia pieces that I have from Fendi. Look at them together. I was going to wear them together a couple of weeks back, and for some reason it didn't work for me. But if you do want a touch of summer, something playful and fun, you could always double bag it by wearing one of these either as an accessory or, you know, as a little crossbody, because they do come with this chain strap, and then you can take an actual carry bag, so you have that touch of like natural fibres, a little bit of playfulness. They don't fit much in them, but you can fit a few cards and a lipstick. That's all you need. Use your partner's pockets to put your phone in and you're sorted. Now, also before I went on holiday last year, I was browsing Instagram, that dangerous pastime I have, and I came across this listing for this beautiful Prada Raffia tote bag. Now this was all the rage last year. I think it's quietened down a little bit this year, but that's good, right? Because if you want to buy one pre-loved, you can pick it up for a steal like I did. This one retails for around 3,000 Australian full price. I picked it up for 1,300. I took it to Dubai and Italy with me, and it was amazing. Because of the fabric, it is actually quite stretchy, and so I could fit a couple of towels in here. I could fit like a little pochette with my bits and pieces, phone chargers, lip gloss, some money for the pool. It looked great with my whole travel wardrobe. I mean, for me, pink is a neutral, but for you it might not be. There are a whole bunch of colours that this bag comes in. Prada does a great range of summer bags, and I'll, just put a random selection here. It's really a personal thing, but this is not a bag that I would use on the daily personally, but what I loved it for was going to the pool and going to the shops. So I will lower the camera again so you can see there's plenty of arm room for someone who doesn't have tiny little arms. Beautiful little bag. Okay, now this one filled my feed a couple of years back and I could not escape it. There were people taking photos of it with towels hanging out of it on a jetty in Mykonos, and it just did my head in until I finally saw it in boutique, told my girlfriends about it, and I was on a shopping ban, and then they said you can buy it on Net-a-Porter for $1,000 cheaper than in boutique, and I'm like, be right back. And I picked this one up. Now this is a beautiful, beautiful straw Fendi Sunshine Shopper Tote with the embroidered Fendi in black. I love it with these Perspex handles and the gold hardware. It is so extra. I have travelled with this one domestically, and I will say it's not the best for a domestic trip because A, there's nothing to keep it on your suitcase. B, because it's quite structured, it doesn't really fit under the seat, and when you put it in the overhead lockers of some planes you have to lay it down, and that means that things could fall out of it. So yes, obviously you can pop an organizer in there, which I do have, but I don't have the one with the zip on the top in this one, which again I could easily get, so probably no excuses there. But it's not as easy to travel with, but geez, once you're there, if you can make it there and not damage this thing, it's a vibe. Like, it could go everywhere with you. It could go shopping, to the markets, to the pool, to the beach. Obviously you need to have security with you because everybody is going to want a piece of this. People that aren't necessarily going to pay for it. They come out pretty much every year with some kind of sunshine shopper. I use this for work in the summer months as well, and if you want to be a little bit more low-key, you can just turn it around like this, and it's a really smart bag to take to the office if you want something a little bit more summery. But again, I'm popping in the mod shots here. Think about what you're going to use these bags for and how many different transitions you want to make in your day while you're using these bags. And now we come to the bag that stole my heart in Taormina, Sicily, and also made me choose between my DIOR medium Lady Dior and the Wicker, which brought a lot of people to my channel, and a lot of people bought that bag after I shared my joy for it. And I decided to let it go because I kept reaching for this, the Louis Vuitton Wicker Capucine in the BB size. I was able to see this in person in Brisbane, and it was one of those bags that unless you pre-ordered it you couldn't get it, and I will attach the unboxing video, but I came across it in an unlikely way in Taormina, Sicily, and it just had to be mine. And the Italian VAT refund was also a contributing factor. Now, there has been a re-release of this bag this year. In fact, if you want it, get hold of your Louis Vuitton sales associate and pre-order it. There are a few changes to the bag, and my good friend Melinda at the channel Lux Purse Love, which I will link below, just unboxed the new version of this, slightly different. It's got a different woven pattern, so you'll notice that. It has brown enamel instead of gold on the LV, and it's also missing the braided top handle. It has a smooth top handle, but otherwise it's pretty much the same style of bag. This bag, probably again difficult to travel with unless you're going to really baby it, because you do not want this bag getting crushed. You could pack some things inside of it, it could be your main bag, but realistically, it's probably not a great travel bag. This is one you use when you're at home. I have taken this on many a lunch date, a little bit of a shopping trip here and there. I carry a top handle. It comes with an adjustable strap that I have no intention of using. Sometimes I attach it just to kind of let it hang down. If I do need to occasionally pop it on my shoulder, I will. I'll put some wide shots in over here. This is an investment. It is an investment. It has so much detail. It is the summer bag for the ladies who love a little bit of extra in their luxury and probably don't want the more touristy looking summer bags, if that makes sense. Obviously DIOR is continuing to bring out the Lady DIOR as well, so if that is more your style, definitely check those out, and they can come in different colours. This bag is also coming in an exotic crocodile leather flap and handle. That's not really my vibe. I think it's a little bit busy for this style of bag, but each to their own. If you love it, grab it. Miu Miu also have a beautiful little basket bag. I wouldn't put it in the same league as this, but certainly I looked at it and I thought it was really playful and beautiful. So if you don't want to invest quite as much as this capucine, definitely check out this Miu Miu basket bag as well. It's really cute. So for me and my climate and where I like to holiday, I see a place for all of these bags in my collection. The only duplication I felt that I had was with the My Lady DIOR that I talked about earlier, and I sold it. So I think for me, I'm willing to take the risk and try new styles, and if they do compete with ones that I already have, then I will make a decision about which one I keep and which one I sell. Sometimes I'll keep them all. There are pieces that I use very occasionally, and there are pieces that I use on the regular. And I guess it's just about your comfort level around your climate, what you expect from your luxury bags in terms of how often you'll wear them. Do you expect them to be really hardy and weatherproof? Because even though they're for summer, the reality is they're probably a little delicate to wear them like you would, say, a canvas Louis Vuitton bag. But I like having one for all of those occasions, because to me that texture, it's just the essence of summer fashion for me and summer styling. And you know, if you can get your outfit to match your attitude, I think that's a real win. Now I also have raffia shoes as well. And again, like, they're not the most comfortable, but geez, they look cute. I hope that I've given you some insights around what to think about when you are considering buying summer bags, or what we kind of call summer bags in particular, the different ways that I use them and style them. Yeah, and what, I guess, whether or not that resonates with you, and yeah, what you're considering. In any case, you cannot justify the price of these. They are not leather. Yes, they're woven. People will argue whether or not they have any value in them because of their materials. I think they do. I think they're beautiful. I think they're unique. I think anything that makes me smile the way that these bags do is absolutely worth it. But at the end of the day, you have to make that call for yourself. So I hope this video helps you to do that. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and in the comments, if there's any bags that you would recommend in this family, pop them down below so anybody that's looking and doing their research can get some ideas from you as well. It's not all about me after all. I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, ciao.